योऽन्तः प्रविश मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरः स्वदाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। रजोजुषे जन्मनि सत्त्ववृत्तये स्थितौ प्रजानां प्रलये तमस्पृशे अजाय सर्गस्थितिनाशहेतवे त्रयीमयाय त्रिगुणात्मने नमः। संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं सम्मोवचांसि जानताम् देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे नमः। गुरवे नमः। It is a great joy and honor to be here with you. And we are sharing together, exploring together the hidden secret of pulse diagnosis. As we know, the pulse is the impulse of life. And our life is mystery. Birth is a mystery. Death is also mystery. Life is not a puzzle. Puzzle can be understood. Puzzle can be solved. And once you solve the puzzle, puzzle is no more puzzle. Life is a mystery. Mystery cannot be solved. But mystery can be realized. Mystery can be experienced. And that's the beauty of life. Yesterday's bud become flower, bloom into flower. Today, it is a mystery. Somebody sowed the seed in the soil, and with proper water and sunlight, within few days sprout come out. And sprout grows into seedling. Radical takes place. Ramification takes place. Slowly, slowly, that seedling grows into bush. And bush grows into the tree. Trees have flowers and fruit. So journey of seed into the tree, into the flower and seed is a great mystery. If you try to see everything objectively, do dissection of the seed, do chemical analysis of the seed, you will never understand the mystery that how seed grows into the tree. There are RNA, DNA molecules within the single seed, and within the DNA of seed, there is a whole mystery of life. DNA has protein strand, protein brand. And nowadays, scientists are measuring each strand of protein attached to the double bond, single bond DNA. And they can measure if 13 number DNA is defective, then the baby which is going to born will develop Down syndrome. If DNA strand number 4 is defective, it will create lung disorder, heart disorder. But still, it is a mystery. Ayurveda try to realize the mystery of life through the pulse. I am just sharing with you the technique, the method, the system of how to read pulse. I can teach you technique. I can teach you method. But I cannot teach you intuition. I cannot teach you awareness. So our life is a movement of awareness. This vast field is the field of awareness. Just a conceptual idea. Awareness is a huge quantum universe. Because universe is aware, trees are aware, birds are aware, insect is aware, even that mosquito is aware. He knows where to take a big bite. This awareness develops little dot. And this dot is a center from which there is a radius of identification, and it creates a small enclosure. This is consciousness. So as many people are there, as many dots are there, as many egos are there, so many consciousness are there. So these are bubbles of consciousness. Awareness has no border. Awareness has no frontier. Awareness is just pulsating, throbbing, being. And moment being is becoming. I am this, I want to become that. Then within the being a center is created, I, the me, the ego. So all these dots are the I, the me, the ego. I am. This I, the me, the ego creates center, and that's where there is a center, there is a circle. Where there is a center, there is a radius, and radius is of identification. If you identify near thing, your circle is small. If you identify yourself with only yourself, your circle is small. You identify yourself with your family, circle is little bit increased. If you identify yourself with your neighborhood, circle is increased. If you identify yourself with this city, your consciousness will grow to the city. As much is the radius of consciousness, so much is the circumference and the diameter of the circle. So consciousness is the center, and you are conscious of something. So consciousness has a duality. The observer and the thing to be observed. Now, this consciousness has a definite border, has a definite radius, has a definite quality, education. When child is born, child has no ego. It is just pulsating, throbbing awareness. And you know your child will not survive without awareness. So you send your child to the school to develop center. I, the me. Then you teach your child, this is my dad, that is your dad. This is my mom, that is your mom. This is I, this is you, this is me, this is she. And in this education, we are creating ego, because without ego you cannot survive. Ego is the basic need of survival. Then that ego is polished by sending the baby, the child to the Montessori, kindergarten. Then ego is more polished by sending the baby into the school, high school, college, university. Then he becomes doctor, engineer with three-piece suit. It is all picture of ego. Hope I am not putting it crudely. But this is a fact. The fact is, we all have ego. Ego is self-identity. Ego is your ID card, your passport. Ego is your name, your education, your culture, your nationality is all the expression of ego. So ego is I, my, me. I, the me, the ego. So your consciousness, my consciousness is a small enclosure. We live in the enclosure of consciousness. That is what we call our world. Your world is an enclosure of your consciousness. So this outer world is a vast, immense, immeasurable world, and within this world we project our world of consciousness. Therefore, when you are happy, your world is happy. When you are sad, your world is sad. When you are confused, your world is confused. Because I am the world and world is me. We are the world and world is us. And you are the world and world is you. This is a fact. Your world is your projection. So, consciousness has three qualities of perception: sattva, rajas and tamas. Sattva, the clarity. Rajas is temptation, agitation, desire. And tamas is the darkness, inertia, ignorance. Ayurveda says, Sattvam manaha rajas tamastasya doshaha. Sattva is the mind. The mind is derived from the pure essence of sattva. Sattva is clarity, purity, pure perception is sattva. Rajas is a movement, temptation, agitation, desire. And tamas is darkness, inertia, and we go to sleep. Because of tamas, we go to sleep. We all have these three qualities, sattva, rajas and tamas. So mind is derived from pure essence of sattva, but too much rajas and too much tamas create dosha. If you look at the quality, sattva, the knowledge, the understanding, the comprehension, these are the quality in the pitta. So pitta has more sattvic quality. But pitta can be angry, agitation, aggravation. Pitta can become aggressive, competitive, judgmental, critical, and violence. So that is tamasic quality. If you look at the vata dosha, vata is more rajasic. Agitation, temptation, restlessness, running here and there. But there is little sattvic quality, clarity, understanding, comprehension. Vata people understand the thing immediately and forget the thing immediately. And they end up with the feeling of, oh, I know. So a person who says, I know, he doesn't know. That is the vata. So overall, vata is 75% rajasic. Pitta is at least 70% sattvic. And tamas, the kapha dosha, though kapha is heavy, dull, slow, sluggish, slimy, sleepy, cloudy, these are tamas quality. But kapha is love, compassion, forgiveness, peacefulness, that is sattva. But overall, more than 70% kapha is tamasic, heavy. Overall, pitta is sattvic, knowledge. Highly knowledgeable people are pitta. And overall quality of vata dosha is rajasic. Sattva is clarity, perception. So when you pay attention to the speaker and speaker's body and how he talk and how you move, you become sattva. You follow? And all your arrows of attention touching and hitting the body of the speaker, so body of the speaker is tamas, the object of perception. And your observation, your listening is rajas, movement. So we are daily using sattva, raja, tamas, three quality without knowing. Moment you pay attention, it is sattva. Then object of attention is tamas. And perception, the movement of perception is rajas. So through rajas, sattva is coming through rajas to meet with the tamas to create experience. So experience is the meeting point of sattva with tamas through the movement of rajas. Am I making myself clear? Are you with the speaker? Any doubt, any delusion, any illusion, hallucination, any confusion? Could we move? So, Your mind and the prana and the physical body, they work together. Sattvam atma sharirancha trayam etat tridandavata. Sattva, the mind, atma, the consciousness, and sharira, the physical body, they work together. So at the time of birth, moment sperm meet with the female egg, that meeting point is the real birth. That creates your janma prakriti at the time of fertilization. Then mitotic division happen. One zygote broke into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 16, 16 into 18, millions and trillions. Some of the million cells come together, they created brain. Other million cells, they come together, they created lungs. And some other trillions of cells, they come together to create skeletal system. You have created your body, but you are not conscious. You forgot. You forgot that you have created this body. Don't blame your body, it is your creation. Don't blame your children, it is your creation. How you make love, whether you make love with desire, with alcoholic intoxication, with drug intoxication, or you make love with purity, clarity, love. If you make love with love, pure love, you will invite Krishna, Buddha, Christ, and your son will be like Buddha, Krishna, Christ. If you are using sex energy to release your anger, hatred, then you will give birth to the angry pitta, angry child. And if you are confused, drunk, and you have sex with your wife, and you will give birth to the alcoholic child, then don't blame that my child is alcoholic. You are responsible for the creation of your child. Making love is creation of new life. At what time you make love, what clothes you have worn at that time. This is very true. This is a scientific data. While making love, if you have black clothes and blue clothes, you will give birth to the child which has affliction of Shani, Saturn. And that child will have juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. Do research. So many research projects I can give. Let the purposefully people make love with black clothes and blue clothes and see what children happen. And if you make love with pink clothes and red clothes, you will give birth to the angry child. That is a chromotherapy, color effect. And if you make love with the clean clarity and with the clothes, white clothes, you will definitely give birth to the Buddha, Krishna and Christ. This is just food for your thought. Your child is your creation. Your body is your creation. You are responsible for your life. Don't blame your dad and mom. We are responsible for our life. So, Sattva, the clarity, the purity, the essence, the love, the compassion. Rajas, manipulation, temptation, agitation. And tamas is the laziness, darkness, inertia, sleep, lethargia. These are all the quality they are expressed. So as we have Deha Prakriti, Dosha Prakriti, Janma Prakriti at the time of fertilization, Deha Prakriti at the time of birth, the first breath. And Dosha Prakriti means during intrauterine life, what was the mother's diet, lifestyle, that will create Dosha Prakriti. And because of congenital Dosha Prakriti, baby can get congenital heart disease, congenital cleft palate, spina bifida, and talipes equinorma, and juvenile diabetes. These are all the disorders they come.